Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining my classmates in my graduation ceremony today. Before we begin, there are a few people that I want to thank for helping me achieve many goals throughout my time here at Summerfield. I want to thank my family for always being there for me and always supporting me to do better and better. I want to thank my friends for the absolutely great times we had together during high school. I want to thank my classmates for being here with me today as we celebrate our success together. I want to thank my teachers for being such amazing people and for teaching students how to learn in an exciting manner. I want to thank my coaches for helping me learn the many life lessons through this world of sports. I want to thank my teammates for always having my back on the court, field, and track. Finally, I want to thank all the school staff for making each and every day for us students better. These people are the reason I'm the #1 student in my class and the reason for any success that I've had here at Summerfield. I truly believe that coming to Summerfield my freshman year was the greatest decision of my life. This community has treated me as one of Summerfield's own since day one. I hope to one day give back to this community as much as they have given to me. Now, I'd like to give a piece of advice to all the students still continuing their journey through high school. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, pursue it with the utmost passion and importance. Throughout my time at Summerfield High School, I've always challenged myself to be a great student in class. If you know me well, you'll know that I'm a very competitive person, and I want to be the greatest at whatever I pursued. I set my goals high and did my best to not settle for any kind of achievement. This ambition to achieve greater and greater goals as a student has placed me in the position that I am today. And while I cannot guarantee that I will have this kind of success forever, I can guarantee I will give whatever it is I pursue 100% of my effort. Life is too short to have regrets, so be sure to give everything you've got to beat your goals, and then go beyond those goals. Never settle for anything. If you want to be the best at something, work your tail end off and go do it. Pursue your goals with a chip on your shoulder and a fire in your heart, because even when the journey is all said and done, you'll know that you did everything that you could to be the best you could be.
For the past 4 years, every graduation ceremony I have attended has gone the same way. The speakers walk on stage, start with a joke, and proceed to talk about how their graduating class has gone through its ups and downs, made memories, and are finally coming together one last time to receive their diploma. They might mention a few stories from spring break and throw in how, as a class, they survived some rough times in school. Well, if at the beginning of my senior year someone told me that I would be giving my graduation speech in my backyard after being out of school since March, I would probably tell them at least my speech won't be as boring as usual. In fact, I might be brave enough to say that the class of 2020 was comprised of some of the least boring people, moments, and memories of all time. The only thing that my speech will resemble from the normal monotonous speech is a few corny and pity laugh-inducing jokes. I hope with this speech I am able to not just speak for myself, but cover the feelings of our entire class. With that being said, in all seriousness, I would like to say that I miss you and all of our time together. I miss seeing Tony harass Mr. Raymond by hiding all of his stuff, Mr. Andrews' circle-ups that mostly led to chaos, Mrs. Defoe being slightly infuriated by a missing calculator or fruit crumbs on her carpet, and everybody being upset when the freshman hallway smelled terrible. However, most importantly, I think I miss myself. William Shakespeare once said, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man may play many parts in his time." Don't let me fool you, my mom made me put that in there to sound smart. I believe that Summerfield provides all of its students with a perfect stage to learn, grow, and understand themselves as they mature. Not being at school has shown me how comfortable the kids and staff at Summerfield allow us to be. We are given kindness, compassion, and taught to be the best versions of ourselves. Now, our struggle walking into a new atmosphere will be to understand how to be confident in a world that won't show us the same care as high school. It's also important for me to say that I love you guys, and that down the road it will be equally as important to learn to love ourselves. Even though the road ahead of us is challenging and uncertain, I believe in all of us. Not to sound cliche, but I think the class of 2020 is capable of making a name for ourselves. Not every senior class can say they were born during or right after a domestic terrorist attack and left school in the middle of a global pandemic. Not to mention the fact that we also beat the seniors in the Pride Point competition and had to live without toilet paper for a month. At this point, we can pull through anything. We have had plenty of bad grades on our math test, heartbreaking losses, and late night papers that have driven us to the brink of insanity, but we survived. It's crucial to remember that the fear of failure should not keep you from trying and succeeding. So, class of 2020, go out and own your stage. Don't be afraid to be yourself or to make yourself better. Try to show others around you the same kindness that Summerfield has shown us for the past 13 years. Maybe try to squeeze in 16 laps around a basketball court to make Mr. Williams happy. And remember, no matter where you go in life, make sure to pack your hand sanitizer.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for supporting the class of 2020 today. Let me start by saying everyone here today, and many others through the years, are the reason this very special Summerfield class has been so successful. Everyone from coaches to teachers and families to friends has helped every graduate more ways than one, especially during this unforeseen global pandemic. I can't thank everyone enough for the support and acts of kindness they have provided for us from kindergarten to high school graduate. It didn't go unnoticed. Especially the many volunteers who deal with our crazy, unpredictable class who will forever keep you on your toes. Unlike most of the schoolwork and projects I've done with many of my fellow graduates through the years, this fall will be a completely new journey for the class of 2020, an unpredictable, individual track for each and every one of us to pursue our future careers. I know for a fact everyone here graduating today will do great things in their future lives and careers. We may be going our separate ways, but we always have winning the homecoming full every year and being the seniors as sophomores in the rope climb. You're welcome. To bring us back together and share our memories of being one of the best classes to graduate Summerfield. And yes, we are one of the best classes. We have not only the brains and muscles, we have the street smarts and competitive drive to achieve great things, as they've proven through the years, if you have noticed. Our class is one that I can only hope will be remembered for not only the class who graduated during COVID-19, but one who is always willing to help out and put themselves out there for the community to admire and be proud of. I can't wait to see how the future plays out for everyone here today. I hope every single person here today leaves with a little bit more of a drive to finish a project or push a little harder or something you've always wanted to do. Whether you'll begin the next chapter of your life in school or entering the workforce, make the best out of what you are pursuing. Don't leave here today and start out as a graduate who's a nobody in this world that people are somebodies. Be the person you dreamed of since kindergarten, or even who you wanted to be a month ago. I've, since kindergarten, always wanted to be a veterinarian. My dream hasn't strayed once since then. I will one day be the veterinarian I wish to be. This fall, I'll be starting my college career to learn how to be the best person and veterinarian I can possibly be. I have the determination and dedication to go out into this world and do great things for people, but especially their pets. I can't encourage everyone enough, but whatever you choose to do after you leave here today, just make sure you're doing what you love and enjoying every minute of it. For my fellow graduates, I have some inspirational things that I live by that I'd like to share with you to encourage you to go out and live the best life that you can have. I, ever since a young age, have had a serious addiction to adrenaline. Yes, the rope climbing, rock climbing, lifter of the year has an adrenaline addiction. Who could have guessed? But it has taught me to be fearless of what life has to throw at you, and don't be afraid to try new, crazy, adventurous things. You may be from a small town, but that doesn't need to define who you are or who you decide to be. Don't go out into this world and stick to small town thoughts. Think like there's no limit to what you can achieve. I'll let you in a little secret. There is no limit to what you can achieve if you really put your mind to it. All it takes is self-confidence and just a little more effort to be in the right mindset to believe you can. There will always be bumps in your path to your dreams, but don't be discouraged by them. They are there to challenge and teach you on your journey. Here's a quote by C.S. Lewis to sum up what I have to say today. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. So go out and do great things with great people by your side. Thank you for your time. Natalie.
Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Defoe, and I'm so fortunate to be talking to you all. I first off want to say how truly thankful I am for the class I've been a part of, and how thankful I am to have this opportunity. So if I may, let's just go through all the crazy events that's happened just this past year to show how thankful we truly are to be standing here right now. It started with the Australian fires and then led to the murder hornets. Then World War III almost started, and then Kobe died. a deadly pandemic circled the globe, and then all sporting events were canceled. Riots started happening, and heck, Tom Brady left the Patriots. Who knew that Tiger King was going to be the most normal thing to happen in 2020? But just like the chances of these events happening, our class is 1 in a million. We are special. We did everything together. We won 4 straight years of the homecoming float together. We died running every mile in 8th grade together. And when we cheated on Mr. Raymond's English test, we did it together. We have accomplished so much as not just a class, but individually as well. I've watched each one of you guys grow up, and it's an experience I would never, ever trade in. It's crazy to think that at one point we were this little, graduating from kindergarten, and all that we really cared about was what was for lunch or what we were doing at recess. It's crazy to think that these little people in these pictures are turned into such incredible, amazing people that I can call my friends, and it's an experience I would never, ever trade in. Now, as much as we helped each other out in English class, I did learn how to do one thing, and I'm going to share it with you guys today. So, here I go. One last poem for the class of 2020. This is a story all about my grade, and the memories that will never fade. Bryce with his pick and fro, and Derek with that baseball throw. From Natalie we have the lifter of the year, to Bailey Holmes, the captain of cheer. From Booker and Braden, who can really ball, to Fiona and Shayna, who can really draw. From Karsten and Nikki, who always laughing in class. Dang, I'm surprised we all did pass. From Ian and his insect love, to the curly hair of Mackenzie Dove. From Hayden and Noah with their expensive shoes, to hilarious videos on Bulldog News. From Brittany's old diesel truck, to Tristan's car that's still probably stuck. We have Malachi, Alyssa, and Austin too. They're pretty awesome, if you didn't already know. From Ryan and his Sealer Farms, then we have Mara, she is just a charm. From Mina and her crazy laugh, just hold up, that is only half. Levi and Tony are the jokesters of the grade. And then we have Evan, who is golf made. There's DeYoungie and Mackenzie, who are never apart, and Raina and Tori, who are amazing at heart. From Sophia and her amazing style, let's not forget about my man Kyle. There's so many Sarahs and Mackenzies to count, but the joy that they bring is a tremendous amount. From Finley to Manon, and then there's Voss, there's really a lot, my brain's at a loss. From Briar and his colored blindness, to Isabel with her joyful kindness. Sporian and Stevens are 2 of a kind, just like Grant and Duso, they're hard to find. BT works at BK, he's the best fast food worker in the dang USA. Paige and Liv designed the yearbook, they're the best editors, just take a look. Wes is the best, he deserves a crown, and there's never a dull moment when SB is around. Through the ups, the downs, the twists and the bends, I know I will call you my forever friends. And then there is me, who experienced it all. We are amazing, there's no other call. For now we stand and say our goodbyes, and just like that, we are alumni. Thank you so much, class of 2020. I'm truly blessed to be a Bulldog.